supposed to make us afraid, but we're really scared by how bad they are.
Says who?
Says me.
Well, f you. Says me.
Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 worst zombie movies. For this list, we're looking at those zombie movies that leave us wondering what the film's creators were even thinking. There's a fine line between the frightening and the absurd, and it seems as though this line was left in the dust a long time ago with these cinematic gems.
Not like that.
Number 10, Resident Evil Afterlife. The first Resident Evil movie had the novelty of being based off a popular video game, but after that, sequels started popping out left and right. By the time we reach the fourth installment, we're dealing with clones, axe-wielding monsters, and even more evil corporation conspiracies. It's less about zombies and more about getting those big 3D bucks. Number 9, Nazis at the Center of the Earth.
Do you have any idea what it's like to find an 8 million-year-old viable sample of Streptomyces frozen in the permafrost?
Now let's see what kind of nasties we find.
Anything with Jake Busey is an automatic must-see. If you thought this movie was going to be about anything other than literal Nazis at the center of the Earth, then you will be sadly mistaken. This bizarro fest features a robot Hitler, along with some very patient Nazi zombies who have been biding their time at the Earth's core, waiting for their moment to strike. Thankfully, they do so in a straight-to-DVD clunker.
As you can see, I am in need of new flesh. Lucas's flesh will be my flesh.
Number 8, Zombie Nightmare. The 80s gave us a lot of great things, but this zombie movie isn't one of them. The obviously low budget and abysmal acting would normally make for one of those so bad it's good movie situations, but this is just genuinely bad, even with Tia Carrere and Adam West.
Kill me, Frank! Frank!
Even better, this Canadian flick's lone zombie doesn't make an appearance until the second half of the film. So we gotta wonder why the filmmakers even bothered at all.
See, look, I told you, there's nobody here.
Number 7, Zombie Night. Canada strikes again with another low-budget zombie vehicle, but this time there are no pseudo-celebs to keep you entertained. After nuclear fallout from World War III spawns an epidemic of the living dead, a group must do whatever they can to survive the zombies and a vengeful enemy. Sounds pretty standard, but the story doesn't hold together nearly as well as that. But what it lacks in storytelling, it makes up for in cheap carnage. Number 6, Zombie 5, Killing Birds. You'd think by the title that this movie would be about zombie birds that fly around killing people, but you'd be wrong. So wrong. Instead, we're not quite sure what this movie is supposed to be about. Sure, there are zombies, but there's also a murderer who's not in jail for some reason, and apparently a haunted house. It's clear the movie is just about as confused as its audience. Number 5, Gangs of the Dead, also known as Last Rites.
How's all this about, homie?
What's funny about this movie is, everything. Which probably isn't the best quality when you're actually going for terrifying.
What you laughing at, white boy? Huh?
Hey, my wife. Hey, my wife.
It's a zombie film with an urban setting, and done without skill, it leads to some painfully cringeworthy moments.
Yo, bitch, you tripping.
You call me bitch one more time, I'm gonna shoot you in the dick.
Hey, look, now ain't the time for jokes, alright?
You can thank a meteorite strike for the creation of the homeless zombie horde, and then you can thank everyone involved in this movie for making it so awful.
Hey, off! I just had it washed.
He's just trying to earn a buck.
Not one of my bucks. Hey, watch the paint.
Here you go.
Number 4, Return of the Living Dead 5, Rave from the Grave.
You want my brains?
You would think that after 4 movies, the dangerous chemicals that cause the dead to reanimate would have been destroyed. But why do that when you can try to synthesize a drug out of it and sell it to high school students?
Check this out. Take 1 part ecstasy, mix in a little shroom trip, add just a dash of life after that, and bang! You got yourself a hit of Z.
Nothing could possibly go wrong, but everything does, and unfortunately, a lot of teens who just wanted to party hard end up dying miserably.
Jeremy, it's me, Jenny.
Brains!
Number 3, Zombie Strippers.
You see this? There's f***ing zombies out there.
It's fairly clear that this movie was just an excuse to give former Freddy Krueger, Robert Englund, and porn star turned serious actress Jenna Jameson something to do.
Everything great must first wear hideous and monstrous masks in order to inscribe themselves on the hearts of humanity.
While zombies and strippers might be delightful on their own, they make for a less than satisfactory combination in this movie.
I'm going to dance.
And let's be honest, if you're getting outdanced by a zombie, it's time to rethink what you're doing with your life. Number 2, Redneck Zombies. What we can learn from this film is that rednecks love moonshine so much, they don't care what it's made out of, even if it's nuclear waste.
Do not open till Christmas.
Of course, these rednecks didn't know they were cooking up sour mash that would turn them into flesh-eating living dead. And of course, their targets are the city folk camping nearby. And of course, deodorant is the only way to keep these zombie rednecks at bay.
I'll kick your f***ing ass,
Before we bring our top pick back from the afterlife, here are a few honorable mentions.
Lazarus is risen from a sea-bound soul. Fresh from the atom and a modern age. I'm a blast from the past.
Take the body to the surface, then bring me the stats on Program Alice to see what needs.
Sir!
Jesus Christ.
Try it now, Cisco. What do you expect me to do all the work?
Number 1, House of the Dead. It's an Uwe Boll flick, so you know you're in for a treat. For whatever reason, college kids just can't have a good time without things trying to kill them. When they attempt to go for a rave on an island, they're attacked by a swarm of zombies doing the bidding of an immortal Spanish priest. It's awful in so many ways that there are too many to name in this clip. Do you agree with our list? What do you think is the worst zombie movie? For more entertaining top 10s published every day, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.
Look, maybe I should go.
Go? It's only just begun.
Look,